The enigma of Anne Boleyn's face. Why we can't pin down her true likeness. Anne Boleyn, the captivating and controversial second wife of King Henry VIII, remains one of the most compelling figures in English history. Her dramatic rise and tragic fall have been the subject of countless books, films, and television series. Yet, despite her enduring fame, a simple and profound mystery persists. What did Anne Boleyn actually look like? For a historical figure of such immense importance, it is startling that we lack a single, definitive, contemporary portrait of her. Instead, we are left with a collection of portraits painted long after her death, a few tantalizingly ambiguous sketches, and a host of conflicting descriptions. This absence of a clear likeness has fueled centuries of speculation, leading to a myriad of guesses and a frustrating inability to settle on her true face. But before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. The conundrum of the contemporary portrait. The primary reason for this visual void is the political and social climate of the Tudor court. When Anne was Henry VIII's queen, her image was a powerful political tool. It was meant to project an idealized vision of royalty. However, when she fell from grace and was executed on trumped-up charges of adultery and treason in 1536, her image became a liability. Following her death, Henry VIII made a concerted effort to erase her from history. Documents were destroyed, her personal belongings were burned, and her name was struck from official records. Her portraits, which would have been a visible reminder of her existence, were also likely targeted for destruction. To own or display a portrait of the executed queen would have been an act of defiance, a dangerous endorsement of a woman declared a traitor. This systematic campaign of erasure effectively wiped out any definitive portraits painted during her lifetime. The problem with posthumous portraits. The images we most commonly associate with Anne Boleyn today, such as the famous portrait in the National Portrait Gallery, were all painted after her death some decades later. These artists, working from memory, descriptions, or perhaps a few surviving sketches, were not creating a true-to-life representation. They were producing an idealized or symbolic image, often influenced by the popular perception of Anne at the time. Consider the famous bee necklace portrait. The face in this painting is not a lifelike portrait, but rather a generalized, slightly stylized representation. Artists were trying to create a type of a Tudor lady, not capture the unique features of a specific person. As a result, these posthumous portraits vary wildly, depicting her with different eye colors, facial shapes, and hair colors. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Conflicting descriptions. The glimpses and the guesses. Our understanding of Anne Boleyn's appearance is further complicated by the conflicting descriptions left by her contemporaries. While some descriptions are detailed, they are often biased, either by adoration or hatred. Positive descriptions. The Venetian ambassador, for example, described her as having a very handsome, rather oval face with a lively and piercing black eye. Other accounts praise her fine dark eyes and long neck. These descriptions, however, come from those who were impressed by her charm and wit, and they may have been inclined to see her as beautiful. Negative descriptions. Her detractors, however, were quick to highlight what they saw as her physical flaws. The Catholic propagandist Nicholas Sanders, writing much later, famously described her with a sixth finger and a large goiter. While likely a malicious fabrication designed to portray her as monstrous, these descriptions highlight the highly charged and politicized nature of any commentary on her appearance. These conflicting accounts leave historians and artists with a patchwork of impressions. Should we believe the courtier who found her charming, or the enemy who saw her as a grotesque figure? It is from this scattered information that artists and historians have had to guess at her appearance. Why the guessing game continues. The lack of a true portrait, combined with the conflicting and biased descriptions, has made Anne Boleyn's face a blank canvas upon which generations have projected their own ideas. Artistic license. Artists throughout the centuries have interpreted the historical record differently, leading to a multitude of facial features and expressions. Some portray her as a doe-eyed innocent, others as a cunning and worldly woman. Modern interpretations. This trend continues today. Actresses cast to play Anne Boleyn, from Natalie Dormer to Jodie Turner-Smith, often embody different facets of her character, and their portrayals influence our visual understanding of her. The lure of the unknown. The absence of a clear face makes Anne a more alluring and mysterious figure. She remains a symbol, a figure of tragedy and defiance, rather than a real woman with a specific knowable face. This ambiguity allows us to see what we want to see in her. In the end, we are left with a fascinating paradox. Anne Boleyn is one of the most famous women in history, yet her face is shrouded in mystery. We can't definitively figure out her real face because the evidence was systematically destroyed. The surviving portraits are not true to life, and the written descriptions are deeply biased. The many guesses and varied depictions are not a failure of historical research, but rather a testament to the powerful and destructive forces that shaped her legacy, forces that were so effective they managed to erase the very image of a queen. If you found this guide helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more content. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we release our next travel adventure. Thanks for watching. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your patronage, and please ring that bell to receive notification on new videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Thank you for watching, and ring that bell to receive notification on new videos.